Two. Yeah. All right. What's up, guys? Another week done. Disappointing week for some people, but we're
I say we
back
can't do
on
this
podcast.
anymore, buddy.
Huh? What was that?
Say we can't even see your face anymore.
Yeah,
You
it's a little dark.
see
You,
that?
you guys, your
Yeah,
guys'
you're in the
Wi-Fi
dark.
sucks.
Which one are
Hello?
you on?
All right.
Do you want me
Yeah,
Yeah, you
no.
enjoy?
I would just like
fine.
to say for the start of this podcast, I think I had one of the worst weeks of my entire life in fantasy. Like just all around, I went 0 and 5 in my 5 leagues, two that I actually care about. My pepperoni player of the week literally didn't get a catch. He had one target. And then I said, if you remember, I was like, oh, you know what? Instead of the Zeke touchdown or instead of T. Higgins yards, which he wasn't even close and he got hurt, I was like, I'm going to go with the Zeke touchdown. And their team didn't even score a touchdown. So I had just an all-time bad. I'm confidence is low. But
At
we'll
least you're
get
two and
started.
two.
Huh?
At least you're 2 and 2.
Yeah, I know. We'll get to my team later, but you guys have anything to say before we get into last week's stuff?
Um, times are tough.
Yeah,
I'm
Nick's
not
0 and
sure.
4.
I'm
So
not sure I like fantasy football anymore. I had the best week of my season. I think I scored the fourth most points. I would have basically doubled your points this week.
hey, we'll talk about my team later. Big guy, 0 and 4. Not a place for
That's
talking
the
shit.
way. That's just the way the cookie crumbles.
Yeah, well, you suck. Braden, anything?
Dude, I'm just ready for week 5. This is
Hell yeah.
where the rubber meets the road. We're a month in.
Hell yeah.
Hey, you started 0 and 4, you can go 4 and 0 and you can be right back in it.
Exactly.
Sir. All right, well, Nick, why
Plan.
don't you break down Braden versus Carter's matchup?
Braden, as he just reminded me, top point scorer in the league through 4 weeks,
No big deal.
but he lost this week. Unfortunately, he was led by another incredible day from Devon Achane.
It's really good.
Another incredible day by Stephon Diggs, 3 touchdowns, hat trick, thanks to my quarterback Josh Allen, and then Alvin Kamara, first game back. I want to point out Alvin Kamara had, what was it, 13 catches for about 31 yards.
Hey, each one of those.
I heard this stat that I thought was interesting, that the most catches, 13 catches, the least amount of yards someone had with 13 catches was 70. And Braden's guy got 13 catches for 30 yards. So
How many points did you get?
he got 21 points.
Oh, interesting.
PPR leagues a little broken when it comes to that because he did not deserve 21 points.
No, I don't think that. I mean, I don't think he's gonna be bad, but I think that is not gonna get close again because it was very clear that Derek Carr's shoulder was hurting and he could not throw the ball in the field. So it seemed like he
Yeah.
just kind of kept doing that the whole game. So I don't think I think he'll get like 3 or 4. I don't think 13 is gonna be anywhere close to normal.
I think that's going to be the least amount of catches
Carter?
he gets all season. But
Wow. Carter had a solid day pretty much all the way through his lineup. His studs went off, and everyone else just got enough points to eke out a win.
no, you know why he won?
And
Look at his freaking defense.
so I think this will be a good point. I do want to point out before we talk about all the matchups this week, every single matchup, I know Braden's been talking about defenses, every single matchup with the higher defense, that team won. So I went and I compiled some stats. Find interesting, and we might even consider changing the defensive rules in the future.
No, I hate change. No change.
Well, this year there's been 24 total matchups. Of those 24 matchups, 16 or 67% of them, the higher defensive scoring team has won.
Dude, you're such a fucking nerd. Like
There has been 13 times
62% of the time.
there has been 13 times where a team's defense outscored the other by 10 points, more than 10 points. And 12 of those, so 92%, that team has won. So basically, if your defense scores 10 more points than the other team, you have a 92% chance of winning. I've also calculated that the average win. Hey, these are good. These are good
You're
facts.
such a nerd, dude. Holy shit.
He's got his whole
It just
spreadsheet
said
gotta
it's
out.
calculated. Okay,
I
well,
didn't calculate.
hurry up because now we're gonna have to do these matchups in 10
That's
seconds
fine.
each.
This is more interesting. Nobody cares about what happened last week. I lost. It's the same thing that happens every week. So that brings me to the average winning defensive points is 24.5. So through 4 weeks, the average team, their defense scored 24.5 points, and the losing team scored 13.1. I will point out again the lowest defensive scoring points in a week, where the team also won, was 2, and the highest defensive points in a loss was 27.
Okay, are we done with your calculations?
And then no, I have actually one more, Anthony. So you
Dude,
can
hurry up. Holy shit.
I'm also going to keep track of how many teams per week win when their defense scores higher. In week 1, it was 3. In week 2, it was 3. In week 3, it was 4. And then this week, like I said, it was all 6 teams.
Why are you talking? You're talking to us like we're like middle schoolers. Week 3 was 4.
I think what this points out is that as the season goes and we know which teams are bad, I think we're going to start to see the matchups be completely decided by the defense. And we're going to be seeing 4, 5, 6 teams with the higher defensive points win the matchup every
So are you
week.
saying that defenses need to be changed?
I'm saying
Are you
defenses need to
pro
be nerfed.
change?
I am pro change. I think defenses need to be nerfed. I think the average winning defense should not be scoring 24.5 points. I think that's currently better than
Braden?
Justin Jefferson.
Braden,
wide
are you
receiver.
pro change, Braden?
I'm pro change. I'm not pro change. I don't like change, but I think this is a necessary change because they just score too many points and they decide too many games. And honestly, like who thinks about like when am I going to draft defense? Like this has been around like 4 and 5.
But they're unpredictable, so
So it just comes
That's
down
not
to
what-
luck. It just comes down to luck.
the average start for a defense this year, so doesn't matter if you won or lost, has been 18.8 points. So somewhere
is
between
crazy.
18 and 19 points. That's a high end wide receiver 1 that everyone is just starting in their week. So
And it's just random.
and then it's random, yeah. So 1 week somebody might score 24, but then the other team scores 10. Well, that's 14-point swing, so that's pretty freaking huge.
All right.
I
Well,
think we should definitely consider nerfing them next year.
okay. Yeah, no midseason changes. But all right, we're gonna need to do these a lot quicker than normal.
We got it.
I'm gonna do Ben and wait. No, I'm doing
Yeah, Ben and Mike.
Ben and I'm on the wrong week. That's why I couldn't find it.
Oh my gosh.
It refreshed. Sorry. All right, Ben and Mike. What the hell's going on?
Week 4, bud.
I know it's not. It just keeps going back to the same week, no matter what number I hit. Okay, all right. I had to go out of the app. Okay, Ben and Mike. All right, so Ben won by a lot. He got lucky that Mike's team was just really bad. Even worse because Braden trade raped him. I'm not sure what Mike was thinking or doing, but
I disagree.
I've heard mixed reviews.
It's a good trade.
I don't think so. But okay. Joe Burrow only got 6 points and Ben still won by a lot. Christian Kirk's been nice for Ben. I hate the guy because I have Ridley, but Kirk's been pretty good.
Yeah, that's been good.
McLaurin looked really good. But Ben's defense also got 33 points. So yeah, Mike's team is kind of in shambles, but maybe his trade will help. But Nick or Braden, why don't you do Nick versus Connor?
Yeah, Nick actually had a pretty good week. It just was not enough he was led by Josh Allen, scoring 5 touchdowns. And if Nick's team is going to win, he's going to need Josh Allen to score 5 touchdowns every week. Chris Olave let him down, only getting 1.4 points. Yeah, and then also I'll point out the defenses. Like Nick had a great defense, like San Francisco defense against Josh Dobbs and the Cardinals. Like it's 11, and then Connor plays Houston's defense. He gets 26. It's just like if you ask anybody, they're starting San Francisco's defense over Houston's defense last week, and they scored 15 more points. That's just dumb, in my opinion. But Connor's team did great. He started Russ, which was awesome.
It's the wrong start.
Let that guy cook.
You should start Dustin Fields.
Josh Jacobs had a get right game, and then Puka is really good. Cole Kmet got 27 points.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, Cole Kmet. Wow, that's unfortunate for you. Puka is doing really well, but I'm just curious to see how that continues. I think Cooper Kupp is going to play this week. So yeah, I'm curious to see what his target share looks like. But Connor's team looks pretty good.
All right. Nick, you're gonna do my dreadful matchup. Go.
Anthony, you got absolutely smacked this week. Paul, hell of a week. You'll probably listen to this at 5 a.m. You'll probably be on a run. Justin Jefferson has been the elite player that you drafted him to be. The rest of your team has been pretty solid. I think Anthony's been hyping you up the last couple weeks. This one really came down to special teams and defense because you got 66 of your 168 points just from defense and kicker.
Hey, if you take both of them away, you still beat Anthony.
Yeah, so that's true. Anthony, you had a truly terrible week. I don't think your team is as good as you think it is. It might be time to make a move.
Might be time to make a move.
Did 0-4 boy just say something?
Your team is significantly worse than mine.
I completely disagree.
When do you guys play each other?
I don't know. But okay, you done with this matchup so I can talk to my team real quick? Okay, so
yeah, come on.
First of all, my team is definitely not worse than your shitty team. I'm not there yet. Am I getting to a point where it's starting to maybe, not there yet, be the best team on paper again? Because on paper, it's a really fucking good team. On paper, you see Nick, shut up.
Who has more points this season, me or you?
2-2, 0-4.
Who has more points?
Dude, shut the fuck up. I'm talking.
Answer the question.
You're 0-4. I don't care.
Who has more points?
You do. I don't care. You have 0 losses. Who has more wins?
He has 3 more points than you, Anthony.
Yeah, shut the fuck up, Nick.
And you just put up 90 points. That means you'd have a horrible week for Nick to be close.
I was about to say, Nick, you're shit, dude. Yeah. Nick, I'd have a really good week. All right.
Anyway,
but I'm not too concerned.
Every one of my weeks would have beaten you this week.
I'm not too concerned. Jahmyr Gibbs will be fine. He will be an RB1. I know what it looks like. They're just feeding DeMont right now to give Jahmyr some fresh legs. Hill had a bad week. I am a firm believer in Calvin Ridley. He will start being. I mean, people act like he's a bust. He had a crazy good week, 2 kind of down weeks, and then another good week. Like he's.
Hey Anthony, we don't play fantasy in the playoffs, right? For Jahmyr Gibbs.
I'm not talking playoffs. I'm talking Nick. I draft teams for week 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I don't really give a shit about the first 5 or 6 weeks. I just gotta win like half of them. That's why every year my team is not the best team in the league, except for 1 year that I won it. I'm always a decent team, and then I get to the playoffs and I win. Dude, all my years, I'm never the top scorer except the Le'Veon Bell, David Johnson year. I'm just a genius, bro. I'm 8 weeks ahead of you, Nick. 8 weeks. All right, let's move on.
What? All right.
If I lose like 2 or 3 more, I might be the best team on paper. Okay. Now I'm talking.
I think I hold that mantle right now.
Alexi versus Justin.
I think that's you.
Justin won again. Cupcake week versus Alexi. Alexi held his own for a little bit. Alexi's just bad.
Double points. Me and Alexi were doing the double points dance all afternoon.
Yeah, Hurts and Brown connected 2 times. Those 2 combined for well over half of his points, and the rest of his team was god awful as defense. The quarterback, receiver, defense, no one else scored more than 10 points. or Christian Watson scored 10.5. Justin, good. The quarterback problem you have is, I don't know. I love Dak. Kenneth Walker's been good, guys. I was a big Kenneth Walker hater. I don't know about y'all, but
I don't know. I don't like him. I think he's touchdown dependent.
he's getting a lot of carries.
I know, but he just breaks like a long one. Like once that doesn't happen, he's just not gonna. He doesn't
Yeah.
catch passes.
He's got 5 touchdowns in the last 2
Yeah,
weeks.
he's been doing really well. I like players who can catch the ball and have a good yards per carry.
Yeah. I don't
He
like
gets,
the
stuff to, and then he'll run for a 50-yarder.
yeah. I don't like to hype up Justin's team. I hate Justin, but I think Waddle's gonna start getting a lot better, and he's got a pretty good team if Waddle starts doing Waddle things. So, and I think that he's gonna get going a little bit. So, Justin,
I
what's
don't
that?
know. His team does not scare me.
It's not terrifying. I mean, yeah, I don't know. Anyone with
Nick and I were
Kelsey
talking about
scares
it
me.
earlier. Nick said he was like, "That thing, that's a good team." And I look at it, I'm like, "Eh." Like he got 41 from his defense.
He's got names. You
Yeah.
also don't like Devontae Smith.
Yeah,
Von
I
Smith
don't
is fine, but
I
like
don't think there's
Jalen
any
Waddle
team in
is
the
a-
league right now that's like just gonna dominate.
I think Justin's team is extremely like boom bust. Like I think his team could easily put up 200, but I think it could also put up
Yeah.
120.
All right, home. We just gotta keep going.
All
David,
right.
William, Braden.
Yeah, Dave's team kind of came back to earth. He finally Zach Moss didn't score like a million. I'd be a little bit concerned if I was Dave. His running backs were like carrying him. Like Raheem Mostert was the RB1 through the first 4
You know
weeks.
who practiced in full today? Oh wait, he has him, doesn't he?
Oh.
Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah, he
Oh,
does.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, so that should, but like Zach Moss has been scoring 20 points a game, so that's kind of just a replacement for that.
He just doesn't have. He's not gonna have a flex.
Yeah, because Mostert is going to come back to earth, especially with A-Chain getting more work, and Mostert fumbled twice. So I think he's going to come back to earth because he's been the RB1, which is just stupid. But I still like Dave's team, but it just had a bad week. William was carried by Christian McCaffrey in his 4-touchdown week. DJ Moore had a good week because he was playing my Broncos, who might have the worst defense I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, they're so bad.
Which just doesn't make any sense because we had a really good defense last season, and we're just bad. Fire Sean Payton, cut Russ, let me play. Like I'll play for way cheaper than Russ. Give you the same results. Actually no, because we won, and so we're not even gonna get Caleb Williams.
You won?
Yeah, we beat.
Oh, yeah.
We beat the Bears. How stupid are we? Anyways, we can keep going, but
No, you don't want Caleb Williams. Let Russ cook.
You're
All
right.
right. So
Russ
we're
the
gonna
Frost.
do we're gonna do the projections, but we're gonna do these very quick. Not even really with explanations. We're just gonna do the picks. You can say like one thing if it's your turn to go. But Braden versus Connor. I'm doing that one. I think this is probably the matchup of the week. I think good team versus good team.
Before we start, I have the overall records from the last couple weeks. So last week, Anthony, you went 5-1. You picked 5 correct matchups.
Yeah, I know ball, dude.
Bringing your record, your overall record to 8-9, 47%. I was 3-3, so bringing me to 7-8, also 47%. Braden was 2-4, which brings his record to 5-9, which is
Shocker that Braden had the worst
36%.
one. Y'all's connection is terrible.
Shocker that
Braden doesn't know ball. I would also like to point out that I picked that Connor was going to win. No big deal.
Okay.
over yourself.
Over myself, and I was right.
Bro, with these two teams, I think Braden's gonna win this one actually pretty soundly. I really like Braden's team. The A-Chain was a kind of seems like I mean, you know how much this pains me to say, but kind of I'm getting like Charkandrick West, Jeremy Langford vibes a little bit from him, like league
Bro.
winners.
Come on, man. 3-ring gang. Me and you, buddy.
And that's like every year I've won, it's been someone like. Also, another vibe I'm getting is the first year I won that Alvin Kamara when you kind of like picked him up and you knew he was gonna be good, but then like he's really good. and that's why I won one year. So I'm a little nervous. I think that might have been like the guy. There's one guy every year, and I've been good getting him, but you finally got one. So
I
think,
got one.
I got Connor this week.
I like the Diggs, Jamar, Chase. I think those two are gonna be so good. Chase is gonna get going. I don't like Connor's team. Debo's against the best D in the league. Nakua isn't gonna come back down to earth. It's Cup's team again. Romeo's meh. ETN, but I'm going with Braden.
Multiple.
Ben versus Paul.
I got Connor. Connor's a wagon.
Okay. Ben versus Paul. Braden.
Let's take a quick little look-see. Just off. I mean, Paul's gonna win this. Not even close. Joe Burrow, just I don't know what's going on with Joe Burrow. He just doesn't look good.
Yeah, I don't know why he's bad.
And Ben doesn't have an RB2 currently. So I mean, you're just not gonna win unless you're playing somebody who like just puts up an egg. But I just like Anthony's been saying for the last couple of weeks, I think Paul's team is going to finish a lot stronger than it started. He should have Cooper Kupp back, so he's got Justin Jefferson and Cooper Kupp.
And Marquise Brown, who's good.
Him and Marquise Brown's good. Also, TJ Hawkinson has been great. So I really like Paul's team. So I think he wins.
Mixon is also Mixon's going to keep getting better along with all the Bengals. At some point,
yeah, the Bengals. Yeah, they can't stay that bad forever, so they'll figure it out.
I'm telling you, Paul, I've been your most positive guy, and I kind of thought I'd get some positive karma for hyping you up. Then you kicked the shit out of me. So I think Paul's gonna rip like 4 or 5 wins in a row. I called it from the season. Paul's gonna be in the playoffs. He's gonna be in the playoffs.
What if Paul wins? Do you think Paul? Awesome. Do you think Paul retires if he wins?
Do you think he'll still?
He really should.
Goes into the sun. Goes into the sun.
No one that would be happier, Paul. I know you listen to this. Paul's the first one. But there's no one nothing would make me happier than Paul Wallington to win the championship, if not me.
Yeah, I think I'd like that too. Wow, we got Paul across the board.
All right.
Nick, Justin versus Nick. Nick, I guess you get to do your own one.
I requested to do my own.
Okay, well, you don't get a 40-minute statistical statement. So go quick.
Is my week. And I'm going to tell you why.
Oh, my God.
Who's going to be better, Dak Prescott or Josh Allen?
Josh
Allen. Dak's playing San Francisco. He's not going to score that many points. Josh Allen's got that. Breece Hall's coming back. This is the week. Probably Pepperoni Tony's pizza pick of the week. If I had to, if I was guessing, I think that's who Anthony's going to pick here. Because he's playing Denver. They took him off his snap count. It's Breece to the moon. I would also like to point out, Justin has had 29.3% of his entire fantasy points this season. I think he's 1 or 2 in the league. From his defense and his kicker. That is almost a third of his points. That is absurd. And there's no way the
Don't
Cowboys...
you have a job?
Yes, but I do during work. There is no way. They pay me regardless. There's no way that his defense and his kicker are going to keep that up. I do not see them scoring 30% of his points this week, especially Dallas against San Francisco. I'd also like to point out, I'm 6th in scoring. I'm a top half scorer. So all you guys can screw it. I'm better. Hold on.
I've never seen somebody brag about being number 6 in anything.
I'm on the come up.
Are you done?
6, baby.
Are you done?
No. I'm better
than
William.
Hurry up.
Calling people out. I'm better than William. I'm better than Carter. I'm so much better than Ben.
See, this is one of the most pathetic things in podcast history right now.
I'm better than Mike.
This reminds me.
This is so pathetic. This is so sad.
I got names in the book, and I'm coming for each and every one of you.
This is
and
so
it starts
sad.
This week.
That was the saddest thing I've ever
I'm getting
watched.
on the board this week.
Great, this is bad. This is pathetic. This kid has lost all confidence. He's literally like giving himself a pep rally right now. He's so dead. He's been waiting all day to hype himself up because he is so dead right now on the inside.
You should see his notes page. He's got that whole speech written down.
Okay, well, yeah, what a loser.
I also have the most points scored against me.
Okay,
so.
nobody cares. We're moving on. So I have, sadly, I hate to say this, but I do have Nick winning this one.
Also,
the only thing that might screw him is Kelsey versus Minnesota's defense might drop like 80 points. but
Yeah, and Waddle hasn't been good, and I
He's
could just
going
see
off.
him getting like 30 just
Yeah.
yeah,
randomly.
I like Waddle
other
having a
than
good week.
yeah, it'll be a good game. It'll be a good match.
Braden me versus Dave. Ooh, I can't even pick myself in this one. I'm beat up. I'm by and hurt.
Yeah, I don't even need to talk about it. It's Dave. But honestly, dude, Dave's team looks
Actually, it
rough.
seems bad. I think I got me.
Yeah, but
They-
if he gets Jonathan Taylor back, plug in Jonathan Taylor in that lineup.
I don't think he's gonna
it's
be good
not
this
much
week
better.
anyways.
Tennessee, you can't run on Tennessee either. So
Yeah, like I don't know. AJ, you got a shot. I'm
His
assuming
bench
you're
is-
picking people up.
so
Yeah.
bad.
So I mean,
Why does he have so
I
many?
mean, my
empty
team's not that
spots?
bad. Like that first five's not horrible.
yeah, but
Next
I
three.
don't like Gibbs right now. James Cook just doesn't score. He's great, but he just doesn't
He
score.
scored last
Tyree,
week.
I know this first time, he just doesn't score that much. Yeah, I don't know. I don't like Trevor Lawrence against Buffalo either, and you're very connected to the Jags. I got Dave. I mean, AJ's just hurt and on bye. I think this is kind of just a wash week for you, AJ. But
Yeah,
Um,
I don't really expect to win this one, which those are the
I think
funniest
this
ones
is
to win.
the what do we call it? The worst matchup of the week.
The shit matchup of the week.
Dumpster
yeah.
fire or something. Yeah.
Dumpster
All
fire of the week.
That's
yeah,
fair. I'm gonna go with myself, but
That's fair.
Anthony.
It'll
I
be
think
close.
I got. You know what? No, Anthony. I think you pulled this one out.
sometimes you win these weeks. It's weird. Sometimes
I
this is
think-
the weeks you win. I don't know.
I think you. I'll give you credit. You can stream some people, and I think you're just gonna start some random ass guys, and I think it's gonna work out for you.
I'm like the Bill Belichick man.
Just to be different. I'm picking you.
All right, I
Well,
like it.
that means I'm different
Thanks,
because I'm the only
fellas.
one who picked.
Oh, Anthony picked himself. I
Okay,
thought you
Mike versus William. Nick, go.
hold on. Okay, Mike versus William.
Miss Slaughter.
Oh yeah, Williams' team is pretty good.
Yeah, Drake London.
The top
Meyer.
half of it is good.
It's just the first two.
The first two are good. Brian Robinson also. Brian Robinson up to
Nah,
the week.
Brian Robinson's gonna go
He's
off.
still good.
Brian Robinson upset of the week. He is good. He is RB8 on the year.
Mike,
good pick.
Mike
Not
tried to
shot
trade
either.
me. Mike tried to trade me Alexander Madison or his other sorry ass running back Najee Harris for Bijan Robinson. I felt a little insulted.
Mike's trying to do anything right now. Brayden, who did you? How did you get Jamar Chase for that shit? Wow. Okay, all right.
I honestly have
Keenan Allen is wide
I
receiver
have
one.
no idea who's gonna win this matchup. I want to say it's just gonna be William, but he's playing Christian McCaffrey. We're gonna shut him down.
You're not.
We're gonna shut down Christian McCaffrey.
No, you're not.
Like London and
Nick,
Goddard.
Patrick Mahomes
DJ
is
Moore could
playing
literally jog into the
Minnesota
room.
in a get right offense game. He's playing
Ah.
Minnesota. He's gonna
I
throw 5
think-
touchdowns.
Yeah, I think Williams gonna win this one. I think it's a coin flip. I think it's gonna be on like the back of like 2 or 3 players. Maybe this one's gonna be decided by the defense. That's what I'll say. And I think Williams is gonna do it.
I don't think it is. Najee Harris is going to get like 5 points.
That's what I'm saying. But Goddard and London, they're not gonna do anything. DJ Moore could do nothing.
All right.
And got
So
William.
I'm gonna
but
go
I-
with William.
I got William.
Okay, I'm doing Alexi versus Carter real quick.
Well, it's definitely not Alexi. I think we all know that.
You know what? For Alexi's dignity, because we are just drilling him into the ground every week, and I was with Alexi this Sunday, and it was hilarious watching. him. We're just
Like,
gonna we're gonna make this
notice his
very
team-
short and sweep. Like we're killing him. We're taking him out back, and we're just ending
He
him.
doesn't have
We're just gonna say
Javante.
Carter's gonna win, and we're gonna end this segment.
What
Carter's
what
gonna win.
makes me really happy?
How does Alexi win this matchup?
What makes me
He can't.
really happy is that Alexi put in Saquon Barkley just so he could see his projected points be over 100. Like, you know that guy's not playing this week, but he put him in there just so it makes you feel better, and I respect that a lot.
What needs to happen for Alexi to win this matchup?
Nothing.
Saquon Barkley needs to come back. Jalen Hurts needs to
Nothing.
throw 3 touchdowns to AJ Brown.
Lamar's gonna have a good game.
George
Swift's gonna
Kittle
have
has
a
to
good
have
game.
touchdowns.
Yeah, could Kittle
Lamb's gonna have a
against
good
the
game.
Cowboys?
Thielen's gonna have a good game.
Honestly, Christian Watson could have like 3 touchdowns. Just like
Randomly
50 yarders.
against
All right, we
Vegas.
officially got
Vegas?
10 minutes.
we got plenty of
We
time.
got plenty of time.
We're done.
We might as well just like hang out for a couple minutes.
Yeah, I want to hear you guys' takes on my trade too.
Yeah,
only
let's
trade of the
talk trade
season.
talk.
Oh wait, I got
we have
Carter.
one more. We don't want to forget.
No, that
Oh,
was the
you got
last one. I
Carter?
just I got Carter.
Yeah, I think I got Carter. Sorry,
Carter.
Alexi.
Love you,
I got
Alexi.
Carter.
Just I would pick Alexi just for like the vibes, but
Just for the vibes.
I also want to be right. So
Good call.
I
Let's
think
trade.
that trade.
Let's
I
talk
think that
trade. Whoa,
Jamar
what about the whoa? We're missing an important segment.
Oh yeah.
The pepperoni Tony pizza pick of the week.
Well,
Pizza
I was
pussy.
just waiting for someone to bring it up.
There it is. There you go. There's your lead in.
All right. I'm walking here. Hey, yo, it's Tony here, back with another pepperoni player of the week. The sky seemed to be the limit last week, with Sky Moore putting up worse numbers than those fuckers in South Boston. Go Patriots, go Cowboys. What's that? You guessed it, pal. We're finally leaving the northeastern coast, and we're heading over to where my Uncle Charlie sells some of that good devil's lettuce. You know what I'm saying? Yep. You heard me, Braden. I'm talking Denver, baby. Get your chef's hat out, because we're cooking over in Denver, and it's not Russell. No, Russell. You put that fork down, my boy. It ain't Christmas time, folks, but we'll be decking the halls this Sunday out in Denver. It's Brees Hall's coming out party, everyone. Brees Hall's having himself a
told you.
day.
How'd that work out
This
for the
ain't Green
pepperoni?
Bay, but that Denver defense has more holes in it than a piece of Swiss cheese. I'm more of a
Hey.
mozzarella guy myself.
Thin crust pizza, no thanks. I'm from Chicago.
Lock him in, fire him up. Brees Hall, 16 carries, 140 yards, and a tutty. Brees Hall, we're decking the halls. We're cooking. That's all from Tony. Back to you, fellas.
I appreciate that.
How does that make you feel,
That makes me
Nick?
feel really freaking
Have
good.
you ever had a player on your team be picked for the pepperoni Tony pizza pick of the week?
I also can't say the pepperoni pizza pick of the week has done very good this season.
This
I think
one's
Gus
gonna be
Bus
good.
did good, right?
He got like 50 yards. I don't even think he scored.
Because
He
he's
got
got a good
hurt.
Gus.
I don't know. Yeah.
I think he had another
Who
good.
was the first pepperoni pizza pick of the week this year?
It was Calvin Ridley, right?
It was Ridley, and he went off, and everyone
And he
gave
did go off
shit.
that for the one game.
Yeah.
Good thing he didn't pick him any other weeks.
Well, yeah, Brees Hall, big week. Man, I'm just really bad at the Italian accent. I tried.
I like it.
All right,
Jinx.
thanks, guys.
Drink
Wow,
soda.
that was so sweet.
You're welcome, buddy.
Yeah, Tony's gonna have a big week. I think I'm gonna get it right this time. The Sky Moore one was bad.
But I
think-
like the rhyme that you.
Yeah, I
did,
think
right?
I
It was
just came
nice.
up. I like the idea of the rhyme. Didn't really
I
make
like
any sense. Sauce Gardner was on him a lot. I don't know.
Yeah, that's okay, buddy. You'll get it this week.
I'm at a low point right now, honestly, and I really need.
I can tell it's really dark in your room. You kind of seem sad.
Yeah, I really need Brees Hall to have a good week. You know?
Yeah, I think you will, buddy.
Me too.
I'm gonna say 3 guys also that I want to bring up that I think are gonna be really, really good this week. Like have huge weeks. Brian Robinson, massive week coming.
Tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yep.
Prime time.
And then Brees Hall, I think, is gonna have a huge week. And then we just said it. I'm blanking now. Oh, Braden said it. I think Jalen Waddle has a massive week too.
Yeah.
I like those 3 guys a lot.
You will.
Honestly, just start anyone that plays the Broncos defense.
That's so
Yeah.
true. That is so true. We got a parlay pick coming
Yeah,
up.
we got some parlay picks. I think as a podcast, we should apologize to our listeners. I don't know if anyone's actually putting these parlays in, but I am. We all missed last week.
We weren't even close.
We weren't even close. I don't even think Tank Dell had a catch.
He had 1 for 16. It was pathetic.
Calvin Ridley had 2 catches for like
30.
12 yards.
It was 30.
yards. He almost got half. And then Zeke, I don't think
Team
their
didn't even
offense got
score.
anywhere close to the end zone.
No, very bad.
Yeah, we missed bad. But hey, you know what? We hit the week before, and I can guarantee, I'm giving you an Anthony Jones guarantee on this one, folks. Just bet your rent because this one's hitting this week.
I guarantee this
mine's
one
hitting
too.
for sure.
For sure, mine's hitting.
Braden, you want to kick us off?
I'll kick us off. I hope everybody's tuning in tomorrow night, Thursday night football. We got some big players on the Chicago Bears, but we got bigger players on the, what are they called now?
Mandus.
The Redskins.
Commies.
They're the Redskins. And you know who's playing tight end for the Washington Commanders? Logan Thomas. Now
Gosh.
put your bets on Logan Thomas. 2.5 receptions. Give me the over. I mean, he had 3 last week. What more could you ask for?
Jeez.
Guaranteed that he hits it.
Wow.
Just like AJ said, bet your rent on it.
Wow.
All right. Anthony?
I'm gonna stay on with the commies and Brian Robinson rushing yards. I don't know what the number is, but we're hammering it.
Let's
Oh,
go.
Well, then I feel like I gotta also stick with this game as well.
The rushing
No.
yards is 65.5.
No, Nick, because I want it to be where R2 hits and then we have to wait till Sunday and you can fuck it up for everyone so no one makes money.
Nope. Not gonna happen.
Pick with your heart.
I'm picking with my heart. Give me. Stop for a second.
Oh yeah. Sam Howell. Sam Howell's gonna go off. I know that for a fact. I'm starting him up in a dynasty league. Because times are rough. And yeah. It's kind of
So-
sad.
Braden, who you going with, Cowboys or Niners?
I think I gotta go with the Niners. The Cowboys are gonna win like 10, 11 games. And they'll probably win one playoff game, depending on who they play.
This is our year.
And then they'll lose. They don't have it offensively. Defensively, they're good. But I
What do you
think
mean they don't have it
Trey-
offensively? Dak looked incredible last week.
They don't have it offensively.
Why?
Who'd you play?
They
you
drive the
play?
Patriots, one of the better defenses in the league this year.
No.
What do you
I'm
mean?
telling you, you're not gonna be able to keep up.
What?
All right.
Just watch this
What?
week. Just watch this week. You're not
What
gonna keep
part
up.
of the offense looks bad?
All of it.
It's
Dak
the
Prescott.
most. It statistically is like the most productive offense right now. Like first downs, yards. Like, what are you talking about? Look like just. Are you watching the games?
Buddy, if Josh Dobbs can, sure you're not making it that far.
That was obviously that was a fluke game.
Oh, okay.
I'm
I'm not saying we're like. I mean, I want us to win Super Bowl, but to say that our offense hasn't been our offense has been incredible. We've driven down the
because
field every
we
time.
have the worst red zone offense in the league right
Yeah,
now.
yeah, like you don't score.
We can't
points.
score.
Okay, but
You-
that's fixable. It's not like the offense isn't moving the
No,
ball. It's
that's
moving the
the
ball
hard-
beautifully.
We need Zeke.
Yeah,
we should trade for
you should
Zeke.
trade
How
for
much do you
Zeke.
think Zeke would cost right now?
That much.
5th round pick? 6th round pick? 7th
They're
round swap?
7th round. They just swapped a 6th and a 7th for JC Jackson.
Yeah.
He's a beast.
All right, I got this hot and spicy off the grill. I'm taking it under.
That's lame, but okay.
Darnell Mooney.
no, I can't bet under him on.
What do you mean?
I don't want the under. My book doesn't do unders, only overs.
that doesn't seem fair. But okay. In that case, give me
Wait, maybe it does. What are you gonna say? Hold on, let me check.
Just let him.
Darnell. I was gonna do Darnell Mooney under in yards.
Why? What's your
I
reason?
think. I just don't think he's gonna get 30.5 yards.
I think Justin Fields throws for like 94
That's
yards.
exactly what I think is gonna happen. Like I think you could take the under on every single play.
I think everybody thinks Justin Fields is back. Dude, I could
Yeah,
put up
just
that
does
many
the
yards against the Broncos. They're so bad.
Yeah. I think he gets sacked a lot. I think the Commanders have a tough schedule. I mean, they've played Buffalo and Philly the last 2 weeks. And then Arizona, which has proven to be a decent offense. I just think their defense is going to feast against this Justin Fields team. So Darnell Mooney, under 30.5 yards. Book it.
All right,
Book
I
it.
just did it.
With Braden.
Just because I would want to pick the over. I know that's not gonna
Oh, we have like 10 seconds. Okay. All right, everyone.
Bye.
I hope you have a great
Love
week.
you.
We'll
Answer
see.
the
We'll have this posted tonight. We'll see all of you later.
Bye.
Bye.